What's going on, guys? We're going to have a meta 100k squad builder for the Premier League, but we're also going to explain to you how you can improve your squad, what players you should be looking at, and play styles as well, and how they play inside the game. Now, the first thing is whatever squad you do make, you have to get a good goalkeeper. Now, the truth is height is still important, so make sure you get the 6'6". If you can get the footwork, you got a really good card, and that's why Pope goes in. And he's very affordable, 84 rated. I don't expect him to be that much high in value. If we look at him last year, he wasn't that much, although he's got the buff this year, but he wasn't that much. He was only about 1k, so I'm saying about 2k, maybe 4k, maybe. But then we're going to go over to the centre backs. The other one we're going to put in is Van der Veen. Now, this might be the best centre back that I've actually seen inside the game for his rating. 78 rated, guys, but look at this, 91 sprint speed, 6'4". Is he potentially here the new meta centre back? You put a shadow on him and he's got a really good card. Probably one of the best centre backs inside the game, actually. Forget Premier League. But I like him as well because he's got good stats, 78 defense awareness, naturally brings it up to 82. Good height as well, and he's got the block play style. A fantastic card to put in to start your team. The next time we've gone with Gomez. There's a few other cards we could put in instead of Gomez. The truth is that there isn't much variety. We left Gomez in. Yes, he's got that nerf, so-called on paper, where it looks like overall rating, but that's not important. In-game stat size. He's got the block play style, but he's got good defense awareness, good stand tackling, good physicality as well, which other cards do not. Stamina is not that important for centre-back, so don't worry about that. But he's got the 87 sprint speed, which is very, very important. The through ball meta is still going to be there, especially when the game comes up. No one knows what they're doing. They just spam through balls. If you think about it every year that you played, what's one thing you see recurringly is through ball spam. Everyone's going to go for the pace abuse, and that is the solution. Then for the right-hand side, this is where we're really stuck in the Premier League. There's literally no one to choose from that is affordable. Walker's going to be like 70, 80k. So realistically, you only have two options. I would say Mbabu is a good option, but apparently Mbabu is no longer in the Premier League. But we got Wan-Bissaka. Face value 83 pick doesn't look good, but we can see he's got 87 sprint speed. But the shadow, you're talking about one of the best right backs in the game. He's got the slide, tackle, anticipate, and rapid play styles, guys. I've always liked him because he's got good agility and balance as well. So I'd recommend him. He's got decent passing, so down the wing he can get the job done. I'd recommend him with a shadow. Fantastic card. Then we're going to go over to the left-hand side. Again, the same issue. We do have Alex Moreno is one card, but I believe he's now moved leagues, or he was in another league rather. But anyway, he's a good card. Alex Moreno is a good card. Or the second option you can go is with Udogie. I believe that's how you say his name. You can bring the price down, and he's a very good card as well. And gets the job done. Got the height as well, and he's got decent stamina. Gets the job done. To play as a left mid, right mid if you are going to go into a 3-5-2. Then we're going to go over to the midfield. So we're going to switch here to a 4-4-2 now. And then we're going to go over with Joe Linton. Probably one of the best centre mids, if not the best price to performance centre mid in the Premier League. 6'1". He's got press proven, which I don't think maybe he's a good play style. We don't really know until the game comes out. But high, 6'1", 81 sprint speed. Really good defending. Can go inside the box last minute and make those runs. Got the passing as well, and he's got the physicality. I would say either a shadow or hunter. It does depend how you play him. With a hunter, you do have that ability to go forward, let him go late inside the box as well. But to be honest, I'd probably go with a shadow. I think as a centre mid, you always want pace going back, and you want to get that defensive awareness up. So Joe Linton definitely goes in. Next to him, again, there isn't that many options here in the Premier League. This is the problem with the Premier League. If you want to go for those decent players, they're a bit too expensive. You do have Bentancur, but apart from that, there isn't really that much. Willock is actually a very good cheap card, actually. But we have ended up going with, I believe, Mateus Nunes. He is a really, really good card here. Another one similar to Joe Linton, but he's got 86 sprint speed, is why I chose him in particular. Press proven as well, but with a shadow, he's another box-to-box in the mid. Not as good shooting as Joe Linton, but he can be the player that sits back. Unfortunately, in terms of centre mids, there isn't really that much variety. When the game comes out, you're going to be relying on a lot of your centre mids to be going forward and helping you to create those attacks. People are going to be playing naturally defensively. They're not too sure what they're doing. So those box-to-box are going to come up to be very, very important. Then we're going to go over to the right-hand side. Again, pace is a big of an issue here. So is price. You only have Salah, Saka, and that is pretty much it. Almiron is a good one, the cheap one, but we've gone with Bailey now. Face value 79 rated, doesn't look like a good card, but inside Really good sprint speed, acceleration, really good agility and balance. And he's got the Trivela and technical playstyle. I think here with the finisher is really what you want to put him on. For a winger, you want ideally, I would say 85 sprint speed minimum. People are going to say, oh, it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. I don't know what world people are living in. It's the most important thing. Think about the fullback, average fullback. Pace can be the easiest way to get past someone down the wing. All the pros use a staple. Pace is the most important. You tell me one time you've seen any top tier player use a pace with 80 pace down on the left and right hand side. You'll never see that. So anyway, a top tier card. Then we're going to go with Diaz. Probably the more expensive option in this team, but this card's 4-star technical. Can play either in striker or as a winger. I would say we can move this player more to a striker, and you'll see why it would depend on your playstyle. A bit more rigid with the lack of the balance, but with a Hunter, you got a very good winger or a striker card here. Last year, he was a bit pricey, I would say. He was about 30, 40k. I mean, I don't think he'll be that high this year. But let's just say he is 40k. We've made some allowance for him in the budget, let's say. Then we're going to gone up with Dan Juma. Now, this is probably the best striker in the Premier League in disguise. 4-star, finesse, power shot, should I say, and rapid. But this is the thing. When you put a Hunter on this card, he's a player that can swap with Nunez. He can play either as a left mid or he can play as a striker. You can see he's got a good jumping, 5'10", good agility and balance, good sprint speed, but 91 finishing when you put a Hunter on him. Or if you want to, you can put a finisher on him and you can bring the card to about a 98 finishing as well, because he's actually got naturally decent sprint speed. A very, very good card. He can interchange with Dan Juma, or you can play in a three-man attack, like in a 4-3-2-1 as well. And then up top, as I said, look, the striking options, there isn't that much. And that is why in the Premier League it's hard. Unless you go with a hybrid, Jota is ideally what you want. Jesus probably be a bit too expensive. Wilson's not too bad. And then you have Gakpo. Now there's two options here. Nunez, I would say, is the more cheaper option. He is the one that I would say he's a bit more the clunky option, put it that way. But you can put a finisher on him, and that could resolve most of his issues, I would say, with his card. Mainly being his balance. You can get his finishing up, and he's got really good physicality. So Diaz was a good card. I think I got the names mixed up there for a second. But otherwise, Gakpo is good cards. It depends who you can afford. I mean, I personally would say go with Gakpo. Ollie Watkins is a decent card as well, got decent in-game stats. Otherwise, I would say go with Gakpo. Gakpo has that ability to play up front, and he's got that physicality, and he's got the finesse shot trick, which is going to be even more important. So you can put a Hunter on him, and you got a pretty good card. Or, if you want entirely, you can go with Gakpo and Nunez and move Dan Juma to the left-hand side as well if you want, or swap them around anyway in-game. But anyways, that is the 100k squad builder. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget the Patreon series has actually started. FC24 School, link is down below in the description. Patreon.com/NilGuides. We've already started the FIFA School, already started the settings and everything, and expect more videos from the FIFA School as well coming up. Inside squad builders as well. More of these meta squad builders straight to the Patreon as well. Anyways, thanks for watching. Take it easy, and of course, I'll catch you next time. Peace out.